I don't know what to do. Shall I help, shall I not help? If I do, it's wrong. If I don't do, it's wrong. If I say it is wrong, don't say it is wrong. You are getting that point? Most people are indecisive. That is why most people are miserable. Not depressed, really. There is some little depression will be there. But most people are miserable because there is no decision. Shall I marry or shall I not marry? I think I should marry. But if I marry, these things shall happen. Oh God. So for everything you have 100 reasons. Shall I go out of the country or shall I not go? Shall I take up job somewhere? Shall I not take up? Are you getting that? Morning onwards your indecision begins. Shall I get up or shall I sleep? You get up with indecision. You get up. Shall I get up? No, go to sleep. Then one thought comes, hey, today there is class. Jump out of the bed. But if there is no class, it's all right. Shall I go for breakfast? Shall I not go first? No, don't. The person is coming. Shall I wish him? Shall I wish him? Shall I not wish him? If I wish him, he thinks he's too important. No. You don't understand people? They don't greet each other in the morning. First time when you see each other, greet. Hello, good morning, namaste, hari om, hi, how are you? Little smile. You don't have to say anything. No. You see through people because you're mentally so obsessed, totally possessed. You are indecision. Shall I do? If I do, shall I do? Shall I not do? If I say, oh, you'll think I'm superior or inferior. No. Then after crossing, hey, I should have told you, no. How lovely. So who is bugging you? Planets. Your Saturn is bugging you, right? Stars bugging you, God's bugging you, karma bugging you. You understand that? Indecision, a thought comes. The moment it comes up like that, when this mind is, thus, shall I go back and see the door is locked or not locked? Indecision. Did I bring passport or not bring? Shall I go or shall I not go? Shall I do or shall I not do? Haba. More these type of thoughts in your head, and the better you are a candidate for depression. And misery. Lovely misery you will be spreading around. Why? Your indecision also you shall spread around everywhere. You know. Suppose somebody says, I am going. Why are you going? You should not go there. I have not yet decided. But you should go. You know, it's horrible. You are miserable, you make everybody miserable because with a companionship, misery is lessened. Because we both are indecisive, oh, it's very nice. You understand? So I fight with you, you fight with me, we'll make a nice couple. Suppose one fellow says, it's okay, everything is fine. This fellow doesn't care for me anymore. Caring means what? Fighting, arguing, discussing. Oh God! You understand how average person lives his life? Pure misery. Because mind, are you getting that point please? Indecision, manaha. So take one example now. Let us say you are walking and a thought comes. Did I lock the door? Yes, you will go ahead. No, you will come back. You get fed up. Because how long can you go up and down? So a thought comes up. Go back. So you go. And you look at the door, locked. You saw the lock hanging, how do you do? Pull it also. Locked. Once your mind says now, locked, decision, intelligence. When your decision takes place, what happens? How do you walk? Full of confidence. You know? Full of confidence. You have decided. Lot. Did I bring the passport? Come up and down. Go back, come back, go back, come back. Open the bag, close the bag, open the bag, close the bag. But then you open the thing and you see the passport. You know, your mind is such a big tease. You'll say, what about the ticket? This whole pouch, everything is there. See the ticket. Suppose you left it. You are looking in the room, you know. Suppose you have left it in the room. Oh God. Then you have to say, you understand what is teasing you? Your brother. Huh? And the man is, you know, say, what is this? Why can't you see everything at a time before you start? So beautiful argument even before the trip begins. Even before the trip begins, what are you going for? Why are you going on a trip? A relax holiday. And the beginning is auspicious fight. Fantastic argument. So by the time your mood is off, so by chance you are tired and you are sitting on plane together and by chance she makes a mistake of lying down. Why? I don't know. I'm not in a mood anymore. I'm not telling you a joke, friends. Please. You understand? Indecision. This is mana. It begins with a perception. You can see something. Father, brother. You can hear something. Is it a peacock or is it one or chicken? Doubt. You hear something. Is it really what I... That is why when somebody puts a gossip in your head, they destroy you. Because you don't know how to believe or not to believe. You understand? When somebody tells a lie to you, they put a gossip. A lie, you don't know what to do, to believe or not to believe. You understand what a misery it becomes? Can't believe this man doing this. This fellow is telling a lie. Suppose there is some truth in it. Oh, sure. Why do we say you must speak the truth? So you are safe, others are also comfortable. Or else everybody has to imagine. You taste something. Is it chocolate? Or some barfi, sweet? You smell something. This fragrance, that fragrance. Are you getting that? Full of, this is the first step. Possibility. Straight away you can go to knowledge also. You say a person coming, Father, finish. It doesn't have to begin with a doubt. Are you getting that? If it begins with a doubting, what you should do is resolve it immediately. Don't keep the indecision going. If you keep the indecision going, an innocent little first thought shall end up becoming a crisis. Do, do, don't do. Bas. Take a decision and stand by it. And also be flexible to change it. Suppose later you find your assumption is wrong, change it. Or your assumption is right, then do something else. Are you getting that point? That is where you develop your coolness. Absolutely cool under every circumstances. Because it begins, of course, with the total self-awareness and the happiness itself. That is why when you see these different types of thoughts jumping in, you really enjoy. This fellow is really confused. You talk to yourself. You talk to yourself. The fellow is really confused. What type of stupid mind is this man? Talks this also, talks that also. That is why you, instead of being tortured by your mind, tormented by your mind, you enjoy the stupidity of this mind. Visualize it. Suppose there is one fellow, goes up and down. Idiot. Right? Don't you enjoy somebody's idiocy? Suppose a fellow talks something now, talks something again. What do you say? Fellow is really stupid, you know. Don't you enjoy somebody's foolishness? Why? Because you are not foolish. That fellow is foolish. That is a comedy. In literature, when you read comedy, comedy means what? In any comical scene, you laugh because it gives you a sense of superiority. The fellow, suppose walking, and there is a banana peel, and he puts his leg and boom, he slips and falls down. You laugh. Why? Well, I am not that stupid to fall like that. A sense of superiority comes up. That is why anybody wants to make you laugh must make himself as though inferior, so you feel superior. It is so, beautiful. Suppose he makes himself superior, it will make you miserable. I won't do that. That means you are an idiot. Ayyo. So you think you are giving a statement of fact. I won't do that. Oh. So you make other fellow make stupid, right? But you lose a person. Please, when you are happy with yourself, absolutely comfortable with yourself, you observe how your mind is behaving stupid. Both the thoughts is bringing in. It doubts also wants to remove the doubt. So this is mana. Are you getting that point, please? So indecision continued for some times becomes a depression. Shall I stay with the marriage? Shall I stay not with it? Shall I be married? Shall I not be married? Shall I take the job? Shall I not take the job? Shall I purchase the car? Not purchase the car? Shall I have a house? Shall I not have a house? Shall I have a child? Shall I not have a child? What a headache. What is the argument? I want a child, my wife doesn't want. You are living in harmony, right? I want a job, my son doesn't want it. I want to purchase this, nobody in the house likes it. I don't want to purchase it, everybody insists on it. Lovely harmony in the house. You understand why you suffer? Because everybody asserts himself. So total indecision always prevailing in the household. So what type of household it will be? Absolute misery. Absolute misery. And who does it? Ishvara. God only does it. He has nothing else to do but put a special antenna for you, right? And this fellow will say, oh, you do Sudarshana Homam. You do this Homam, everything will be fine. Then why in your house there is fight? The astrologer who can predict everything, how come the fellow himself suffers many times nonsense? Huh? Don't blame anybody. Take responsibility. And then look at yourself. Then bring in Ishvara. Of course, acceptance becomes easy. We have seen all that. Anyway, so indecision. This is indecision, okay? The next one is you go, lock the, pull the lock. Door is locked. That is buddhi. So anytime there is intelligence, decision, you walk straight. Absolutely comfortable you are walking around. No going up and down, no coming back and front, none of these things. You are totally comfortable. Think. Listen. Now, before coming to class, just you saw you were coming back, you remember, door is not locked. Locked, not locked, you are going up and down, then you went back and pulled the door and you saw it is locked. You came back and sat in the class. As you are sitting in the class, you are listening to Brahman, all-pervasive, God, all-pervasive. There is only one name for everything, there is the name for everything, it's not one name for one thing, the name for everything, all-pervasive. In between, suddenly, pop, one thought pops up. Door is locked. What is the relationship? What is the need? What was the need to think the door is locked? But that happens. Are you getting that? That is known as the memory, chittam. Anusandhanatmika antakarana vritti. which reminds you of the past or throws you into the lap of future. None of these things you are bringing in. Are you getting that point, please? Suddenly a thought comes up. It's like you are doing something, some icon popping up in your computer. You are looking at it, some icon comes up. And these fellows nowadays, they make it so insistent that fellow will never go. Even if you say delete, 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 it won't go. Same thing happen in your mind. Some icon pops up, door is locked. Then immediately say, no, I don't want to listen to the class, door is locked. I don't want to remember this, door is locked. More you say, don't remember this, it comes up more. Understands an innocent memory. Did you bring it or it came up? Came up. Then why are you pushing it? If it came up, it will go by itself. But immediately the one fellow comes up, who? I thought, ahankar. Why this thought is coming up? Now he's taking the heavy responsibility. I don't want this thought. So who is making you angry now? Ahankar, this I thought. The I thought comes up which owns up every thought. Are you getting that point? If it is indecision, the I thought says, I don't know what to do. So the fellow is, that reflection in your face. When you are confident, it reflects in your face. Whew, you walk. When you are, I don't know. So these confident people will be sitting down like this, no? Have you seen confident people sitting like that? A confident fellow, you have 1000-volt fire, electricity. Woo. If you sit down quietly, don't touch him, he'll get shocked. With 1000-volt electricity. Just like the electric wire. Innocent wire, touch it, dead. Absolutely conscious. But a person who is depressed, what will happen? Always looking down also. If you put him in a place, he will prefer a dark place, comfortable. Because your mood and the outside matches. When you are in a miserable mood, suppose you are in a miserable mood, do you like to close yourself in a room, put your head on the pillow, cover down, sleep? Or when you are in a miserable mood, come out and look up to the sky and look everywhere. Do you do that? In a miserable mood, you withdraw from everybody, close yourself in the room, bury your head on the pillow, then go to sleep. Why? In a very good mood. Suppose you are in a fantastic mood. You want to go out, enjoy friends, go for a swim, go for a climbing a mountain, see everything. And that time your parents say, stay in room, lock you. What happens? You are so energetic, you break the door, break the glass, break everything, throw it away. Why? Because you want to get out. When you are in a depressed mood, even they pull you out, come let us go for a drive, you pull back and go into the room. How nice. Are you seeing that? All this physical dramatization, every day you see, but nobody looks at the mind. You forget all your physical behavior like this. Depression, anger, hatred, all that stuff. When you are trembling with anger, shaking with jealousy, pining, paining, pained by something, your body is only reflecting your mood inside. Are you getting that point, please? So this, are you getting that point, please? So this I thought, when it comes up, if there is indecision, I don't know. Acha. Somebody says, door is locked. You are very confident. Like somebody asks you a question. What is the capital of Australia? You know for sure. It's absolute confidence. Melbourne or Perth? That's why you look at the people's face, you know who is confident, who doesn't know, and who knows. And they also told you false confidence. The fellow doesn't know but he thinks he knows. That is the worst. But you can know from people, because the one who doesn't know, he'll be, hey, what is that? What is it? He is still asking, you know. The person who knows, will he look at somebody? Huh? Confident. Are you getting that? So the same antakarana, inner instrument, with indecision is named as manaha, mind. With the decision, it is known as the buddhi. With the memories, it is known as the chittam. You know, with when it reminds, when it remembers the past, a thought comes up. Suddenly a thought comes up. Totally unrelated thought comes up. Chittam. That is why when you sit down in meditation, you want to be with yourself. What comes now? Chittam comes up. Memories, flash. Memories flash. What is the connection? You are not sitting down to think of your childhood or your friend or a man or a woman or something. You are not sitting down there for that. But it comes up. Don't get angry because it is doing its job. Don't say, wait, now who gets worried? The I thought. Who has assumed the role of a meditator and also assumed that in meditation no other thought should come. Because somebody has put that idea into his head. This I, instead of knowing I am the meditation, he thinks I am meditating, meditator. So meditation means no other thought should come. So every thought comes, you fight with it, you are angry with it, you end up fighting, after half an hour you are exhausted, meditation is over. So tired, you come out. You go to meditation fresh, you come out of it tired. How nice. And pay also money for it. Makes it so beautiful. And you are not supposed to say you did not get anything. Oh, what a lovely world, eh? Do you see the beauty of these deceptions? Listen. So 4 types of thoughts. Indecision, decision, memories and the I thought. Are you getting that point? So that time, the inner instrument known as the manaha, mind, buddhi, intelligence, chittam, memory, and same inner instrument now, ahankar, I thought. You call it, now the ahankar is active. This is ahankar, I thought, another thought. Now listen carefully please. Make a beautiful division now. So though there are 4 thoughts, there are 2 types. Ahamakara vritti, idamakara vritti. Aham, I thought, which is subject, and idam thought, which is object. This. Are you getting that? Mano buddhi chittam is objectified by the I. I thought sees indecision coming. Are you getting that? I thought? Are you getting that? I thought owns up indecision, or indecision owns up I thought? Huh? Who owns whom? I thought owns up indecision. I thought owns up decision. I thought owns up every memory. You see that smart fellow now? This I thought owns up the, what is that? Owning up, owns up. The I thought owns up, owning the indecision, owns up the decision, also owns up the memory. And then, suppose indecision, what is it? Decision? No. That is why you can see the moods of people. Sometimes decisive, sometimes indecisive, sometimes I don't know what is going on. All these things happen inside. Are you getting that? That is why if you learn to observe your mind, there is no greater thriller in this world. Every mood comes inside. And you master yourself. When you are driving on the friends, when you are driving on the road, on a bumper-to-bumper traffic and a motorway, 4-lane, 5-lane, 6-lane motorway, thousands of cars are going. Are you keeping your car under control or others' car under control? Huh? Then how come in life we are trying to control everybody's mind except ours? I don't know about my indecision. My advice, Galore, you should not be indecisive. Oh, who is talking? You must learn to take decisions. Oh, then how come you are going through ups and downs? Why you are always wishy-washy thinking, memories, bothering you? Then why are you miserable? Are you getting that? This is why we get into trouble. We don't know how to control our own machine, how to regulate, how to handle. But we advise other people. You want to enjoy life? Learn not to control anybody. You be yourself. And then, if you have a role, you are the managing director, you are the company director, you are the man of the family, you are the something somewhere, okay, certain decisions have to be made. But the decision shall be always collective decision and not what I like or I dislike. How many people can take that type of decision in life? How many people? Even in a family of 4 people, you must take a collective decision. But what happens? Whatever father says, runs. Why? He makes money. Whatever the mummy says, runs. Or whatever the children say, runs. What is this? The best way is listening to all 4. This is what I say. This is what you say. Then that person says, take all the 3 suggestions. Which one is sensible? Maybe sometimes the leader's suggestion is sensible. Sometimes the other person's suggestion is sensible. So there is no question of thinking, my decision is not taken. No. So what? In these circumstances, looks like that person's decision is really correct. Okay, take it. No problem. Like you are eating food, but you don't know anything about food. Your dietitian, your nutritionist, your doctor, they know about food. You may be multimillionaire owning all the whole food company, but you don't know what to eat. So you can't say, I'm a millionaire, I'm not going to listen to this idiot, he's 4 rupees job. What is he going to tell me what I should eat? Huh? He knows about nutrition, you better listen to him. Everything you don't know. So what is this all-knowing standpoint to take inside? Oh, I know everything. What a waste of time. That is where comes your intolerance, and therefore arrogance, and therefore isolation. Totally isolated. Who shall talk anything to you? Because you are not available for any suggestion. You are not available for any type of opposite statement. So who will talk to you? Understand? So then meaningless talks, that is why the parties, meaningless talk. You are talking what you want to do, he wasn't talking what to do, you don't differ from each other. Why? Because you know it's just a wasting time. So then meaningless talks, that is why the parties, meaningless talk. You are talking what you want to do, he wasn't talking what to do, you don't differ from each other. Why? Because you know it's just a wasting time. So you remain, you understand how stupid it is? Always lonely. Think. Okay. See now. So the I thought and the other thoughts. Please observe now. It's very good, exciting things coming. Ahamakara vritti, idamakara vritti in Sanskrit. I thought and thoughts, which is this. Subject, object. Now, one vritti, one modification, I thought, other vritti modifications which you can objectify. Now these vrittis which you can objectify, like door is locked or not locked, door is locked. In the classroom, the thought comes of door is locked. These three thoughts, they have their source outside. As you are walking, a thought comes, door is locked or not locked. That the object of thought is where? Outside. There is a house, there is a lock. Door is locked, not locked, outside. Door is locked, for sure. So where is the object of thought? Outside. Okay. Memory suddenly comes, door is locked. Where is the object of thought? Outside. Okay? These are outside. Since, listen carefully, since outside world is continuously changing, mano, buddhi, chittam, mind, intelligence, memories shall keep changing. Are you getting that point, please? So don't therefore complain, Swamiji, my mind is changing, what else it will do? Because it's dependent upon a world which is continuously changing. Are you getting that point, please? If you understand this much, you will not complain about your mind. Like one fellow was asked, how old are you? 35. Huh? Last year you told me 35, this year also 35. He said, how can I tell one thing last year, another thing this year? Now what type of truth is that? Last year 10 years back 35, now also 35. Why? How can he change, Same thing, no? Huh? Here the changing thing is truth. Who are you cannot go on changing. Absolute. But relative roles will be changing. Can you say just because you are married, once married, always married? No. You can be divorced. You can be widower. You can be widowed. Huh? Once in a job, always in a job? No. Retired. Change the job. Are you getting that point, please? So changing thoughts is a fact of life. Why? Because mano, buddhi, chittam, these three things depend upon the outside world. Therefore, these things will continuously change. Therefore, if you are rigid, can you function in life? What is rigidity? Situations have changed, your idea has not changed. Are you getting that point? Huh? What is rigidity? Rigidity means situation have changed, your ideas have not changed. That is why I call it generation gap. In your childhood, you purchased 50 rupees, you got a nice pant piece or shirt piece. I myself experienced it. When I was studying in the college, 50 rupees is a big money. Terry cotton pant shirt. You can pay 50 rupees, get a pant shirt. Just 10-15 years back, I remember one day my brother's children came to Madras. When they came, they were happy and then said they were going for shopping. I said, do you have money with you? I said, yes. I said, but how much money need for the, this purchasing your dress? He said, 5,000 rupees. I said, what? 5,000 rupees for a dress? 4-5 of you? 1,000 rupees each? They smiled. Why? I am an idiot, isn't it? 20 years back when my college dress is 50 rupees. That does not mean now it is 50 rupees. Like I have seen, 25, 76 I came, 30 years back I have started learning. People are giving me Guru Dakshina. When I go there, when Dakshina they will give, when Swamiji come, 100 rupees. 100 rupees those days. The same thing remains now, 100 rupees. Those days 100 rupees could be meaning 5,000. But this 100. Is it like a, you understand what I mean? No, it happens. Why? Like your childhood, you spend something, no? 20 rupees you could study, you could have a job, you could have money, you could have everything. As 100 rupees you manage your family, education, everything. So children spending 10,000, what do you say? Swamiji, children are very spendthrift. It's not spendthrift. Today the house costs 3 million. The dress costs money, everything goes. So that is where argument comes. Why? Rigidity. Rigidity, you are stuck with an old picture when the world has changed. Are you getting? Now, when this mano buddhi chittam depends on the external world, and since the external world is continuously changing, mano buddhi chittam shall continuously change. Therefore, you better update your thoughts. You need to update your thoughts. Are you getting that point? You need to update your mano buddhi chittam. Okay? Now, the I thought, listen carefully now. The I thought, where does it depend? What is the source of I thought? Are you getting that? Yourself, the awareness. And is the awareness changing? Changeless. Ahankara seems to be changeless. Are you getting that? The I thought seems to be so changeless. It is an illusion of immortality. It is an illusion of changelessness. That is why it gets a hit by the idea, body is dying. In reality, it is changeless. But doesn't know it, because now this thought is taken to be yourself. Are you getting that point? The I thought. And what does it do? I thought, I told you, owns up every thought. Indecision, indecision. Buddhi, decision. Memory, memory. Not only that, extends his identity. Where? Riches, where is that? Outside. When you say, I am rich, of course it is a thought, but the object of thought is outside. Owner of this car, object of thought is outside, car. When you say body, I am young or old, it is coming down to level of the body. You understand how this I can go to that extent? Because consciousness is all pervasive. Anything that comes within your consciousness, anything that you can be conscious of, I can identify with. My galaxy. I am the galactic member. Understand? My universe. Understand, friends? You can say my universe, but you can never say my God. Listen carefully. You can say my house, because you and house are different. You can't say my God, because God owns you. You cannot own God. You can, listen, the house embraces you. Can you embrace the house from inside? Come on. Can you embrace the house from inside? So how can you say my God? Can you embrace the God from inside? That is why Shankara says beautifully, Bheda pagame sati natha tavaham namamakinastvam. Samudro hi tarangana taranga hi samudra. Beautiful statement. Bheda apagame sati natha. O Lord, you go and pray with your knowledge. O Lord, Bheda Apagame Sati, even when the differences are wiped out, only one Brahman or God alone is. There is nothing, I don't exist, O Lord. But then, as long as body is there, it has to pray. Falls at your feet. I can only say, O Lord, Tava Aham. Aham, this me, I, Tava belongs to you. This body is yours. Thought, yours. Namamakinastvam, I can never say, you belong to me. You understand? Can never embrace the house from within. But house includes you. Can never embrace the universe from within. You cannot embrace God from within. This is all-inclusive God. An exclusive God? My God. I don't want to even go into that. I feel rotten. That's what. But how is confusion? Eh? I cannot say, God, you are mine. This is included. Like Samudrohi Taranga. Wave has the touch of ocean. Wave is oceanic. Tarangai, na samudrohi tarangai, samudrohi taranga, na tarangai samudra. The wave is oceanic, but the ocean not necessarily depends on a wave. A wave can disappear, ocean continues to exist. This body will go, Lord, you are there. I exist as myself. Both Saguna and Nirguna, fine. Therefore, see this. But this I owns up everything. And extension goes because consciousness is everywhere. So you can own anything. Are you getting that point, please? Now, and this is what happens inside. In ignorance, the I thought owns up every thought. Also, that is why instead of giving him the self-knowledge as to who you are, the meaning of the word I is given practices. Now you can understand. So now the I is sitting down. I'm a meditator, Swamiji. For the last 10 years I'm a vegetarian and I'm meditating. Oh, so what shall I do? Worship you? Cow is a vegetarian. No, I sit down like a stone. Stone is better meditator than you. Shall I worship the stone? The I picks up the roles, practices. I do this puja, I do this chanting, I negate everything. I say, I am an austere person, I am do this. Instead of being the meditation, I am meditator. Then you fight with every thought. Because to be in meditation means not to have any thought. Or to be in meditation means to see some light. So struggle to bring a light. You understand the mistake of the people. The ahankara continues. Previously it was physicist, mathematician, historian, educated, uneducated, rich. Now it is practitioner of this religion, practitioner of that practice, practitioner of this one, practitioner of that one. Hoyo. And in relation to that, hatred, jealousy, everything shall come up. That is why people who have become religious continue to be same, disturbed, jealous, everything. Understand? Because I must know about himself. So what is the source of I thought now? When the other three thoughts have got the source outside, the I thought has its source within. What is that? Yourself, the awareness. Okay. When you see that, now what happens? As even thought continues, but you don't take the object to be thought. I thought continues, you don't take the I thought to be yourself. Are you getting that point? How beautifully it happens. Everything, the pictures are complete. At the thought level, listen, thought level, the confusion. Because gross object has no problem. Consciousness has no problem. At thought level only problem takes place. Right or wrong? That is why until you have started thinking, you have no problem. At thought level, are you getting that? Now in this thought, this I thought is the one, other thoughts are not problem. I thought creates the problem. Are you getting that point? Other thoughts are not problem. They are simple, innocent pictures. I thought is a problem. Do you know why? See, I will do that. Explain it. This I thought brings two things together. Body, listen, body is body. Body has no problem. Deho no janati. Body has no fear. Okay? Body has no death. Body has no fear. Are you getting that point? Body has no fear. Body has no resistance to anything. Listen. Now the body thought is there. When you say, I am the body, listen carefully. When you say, I am the body, this thought you take, I am the body, there are two thoughts now. I, the subject, body is the object. Now, the meaning of the word I is consciousness. The meaning of the word body is gross body. As I told you, body, the gross universe has no problem, consciousness has no problem. Now this identity comes within. When you say, I am the body, this thought brings two things together. Consciousness and the body together. Are you getting that? The I am, do you understand that point? I am the body, with this thought, these two things have come together. Like, traditionally they give a nice example, remember the example. You see an iron ball. You see an iron ball, listen, iron ball, if you push red hot iron ball, if you pull it, what will happen? It burns everything. And the person will say, Ayo dahati. Iron burns. Can the iron burn? Iron is burning or fire is burning? Fire is burning. Now, but there is a round fire. Have you seen a round fire? Have you seen round fire? But when the iron ball is round, the fire has taken the shapeless fire has taken the shape from the iron ball. And iron ball has no heat, but it has taken the heat from the fire. So the fire has given the shape, fire has given the heat to iron which has no heat. Iron has given the shape to the fire which has no shape. This is known as Anyonya Tadatmya in Sanskrit. Mutual identity. Anyonya Tadatmya. Mutual identity. Fire gives it the heat to the iron ball. Iron ball gives shape to the fire. Okay? Like that. When you say, I am the body, known as Anyonya Tadatmya, a mutual identity. The infinity, immortal, changeless nature of the I, the meaning of the word I, is imposed upon the body. That is why nobody feels he shall die anytime. And the limitation of the body, the mortal, changing, dying nature of the body is imposed upon the self, the absolute. That is why the ahankar is frightened. Are you getting that point, please? How there is identity takes place, a mutual identity, Anyonya Tadatmya, where the immortality of the self is imposed upon the body, and mortality of the body is imposed upon the self. Who has done it all? I thought. It brings two things together. How long it lasts? As long as ignorance lasts. When you start inquiring into the nature of the I thought, it starts running. Like, you know what happens? This I thought is so smart, it puts the hand on both the sides and enjoying. Right? Having a good time. Bring the infinite and finite. Listen carefully. Like, have you seen some people in marriages? Unwanted guest list. Some fellows are too smart. They get into the party. It's a marriage. Son side, girl side, bride and bridegroom side. Some fellows will get in. Nobody can question them. Why? The bride shall think it is bridegroom side. The bridegroom party shall think it is bride side. And you are having a good time. And you are so confident, trickster. Very confident. Hello, can you give me coffee? Oh, suppose the bridegroom side fellow is, oh, I know the bridegroom. So everybody gives you. When you are bride side fellow catches you, bridegroom side. Bridegroom side, no, bride side. Okay? So you had a wonderful time. Suddenly you discover that the girl's father and boy's father sitting down and looking at you and talking about you. You thought they are discussing you. Shall you stay there? Slink away. Immediately start running away. Why? You have become the object of inquiry. You are neither this side nor that side. Ahankar is a shadow like that. It doesn't belong to the absolute, because in consciousness there is no thought, no name, nothing. I also does not belong to the objective world. It's a brown crow, very sweet. The I thought also does not belong to the outside world. But see this thought, how smart, it has brought the infinite and finite together. As a result, identifying, it has imposed the infinity on the finite. So, average person, nobody ever believes he is going to die, right or wrong? Nobody believes. Old age is not accepted. Death is not accepted. Misery is not accepted. But you don't know why. But nobody accepts it. I saw one terminal cancer patient. He had this intestinal cancer. His body from top to waist, totally like a skeleton. From here to here, this fat. He was all, out of shape. When I went to see him, because he was like a childhood friend, when I went to see him, you know what he said? Swamiji, I have a faith, I will never die. What shall I say? I said, of course, yes. Where from that confidence comes? Because he is infinity absolute. How can he die? Body dies. Even a criminal says, did you do this thing? I never did it. For an outside world shall lie, but in truth, it is truth. Why? You are akarta avokta, you don't do anything. Understand? But he doesn't know that standpoint. Appreciate. So the infinity, immortality is imposed upon the body, and the mortality of the body is imposed upon the absolute. The changing nature of the thing is imposed upon the absolute. So this I thought brings two things together, infinity and the finite, immortal and the mortal. What is knowledge? To see I as immortal, body as body, mortal as mortal. And not changing the mortal body to immortality. That is why all miracles are garbage. Oh, this man living 20 years, and don't worry. You don't have to be a God for that. There are many people what is that boy's name? There are so many boys, you don't know which one I'm talking, right? The British Prime Minister, that one, Churchill, right? Smokes like a chimney, drinks like a fish, lived up to, and fat like a mountain. lived up to 90 plus. In India, there was a person, top industrialist, G.D. Virla, 90 plus. The person may or may not be religious, may not be doing our yoga, asana, walking, running, maybe, may not be. But the people live. To live long, should he be a believer, non-believer? What is this? God is keeping him alive. God is keeping him alive, or he is managing his instrument well. But sometimes in spite of your managing instrument also you can die. Non-alcoholic cirrhosis of liver. Fellow never smokes, lung cancer. How? Karma vyadhi comes. You'll see that karma afternoon. I mean 9, 10 o'clock. But see, two things brings together, I and the body. So nothing changes. What happens is, you see things as it is. Body as the body. Body is, I have a body. This body is here, which is dying, changing, born, growing, disease, decaying, dying. Who I am is Satchidananda Swarupa, absolute. So in these statements, whenever you give these statements now, you see I as I, the absolute, and the body as the body, or any other thought as the limited of its own. So, being the changeless immortal, live with changing, dying body, thought, creation. That much for the mind. Are you getting that? Antahkarana. All these things happens where? Only within. The whole confusion is there. Whole creation, no thought. Consciousness. How many thoughts you can handle? Only yours. You don't have to handle other thoughts. And once you handle your thoughts very well, you can handle everybody's thought. Nobody can inconvenience, punish you. Listen carefully. Physically somebody can punish you. You can't escape. If you are going, somebody hits you. Can you say, oh, I'm Brahman? Huh? It will be painful. Somebody cuts your hand, oh God. You can't escape. But mentally, nobody can touch you. Nobody can make you miserable because you know where to give what. Absolute, limited. So somebody can, to insult you, offend you, hurt you, has to put a thought. But no thought touches you. That is why you are absolutely fantastic within. But physically, somebody can punish. They can take away your things, they can cut your body, they can, anything can happen. You gave me wise man, it makes no difference. That is your law and order situation must be alright. Physically everybody must be protected. Inside nobody can touch. They say, no, Swami, you don't know. Say, the fellow, somebody says, I'm an idiot. How can I be an idiot? I told you, and now I don't have to tell you this. If you are getting affected, remember the example of mango and the flower. Or I can tell you, because you are dragging it onto yourself. If somebody can mentally touch you, then why is it, I am telling you every day you are infinity, immortal, absolute. Days after day, hours after, every day. Nothing happens. But somebody says, an idiot, you are living with it miserably. How? You are accepting it. Nobody can touch you mentally. In a subtle level, nobody can touch you. That is why your sanctuary is an eternal sanctuary. Nobody can access until you allow. What a privacy, man. Eh? No force. Are you getting that? And you have only few thoughts. How many thoughts a person can have? See, hear, taste, touch, smell, 50, 60 years. Imagine Ishvara. Hoyo. Billions and trillions about. Let him handle his. You use your intelligence. This is your discrimination. Understand yourself. Life is fulfilled. Okay, if I am so, how come the wise man He's suffering because using wise man his body. Why it is suffering? Or why some fellow, wise fellow, living in wonderful thing, other fellow, miserable. Why is it so? Because of the karma. What is that karma? We'll see in the afternoon. Okay? Close your eyes. Just close your eyes for a second, just continue to do that, just see this. In meditation, as you sit down, recognize all different modifications. Indecision, decision, memories of every kind, which includes indecision, decision. I thought, and all this happened in the source of I. And the source of the thought of mango is outside mango. The source of I thought, awareness. Within, without. Not only thoughts, but object of thought. Everything lies in it. The standpoint of body, inside, outside. From his own standpoint, all pervasive, like space. From the standpoint of house, within, without. From his own standpoint, all pervasive. Always in meditation. Learn to live with your thought, handle your thought. Your body and creation. Always in meditation. Thank you, friends.